back to the channel. Pirates and Space Cadets, the Cosmic Armada with Nara. Right now, I'm doing my catch up on One Piece. I had literally made sure I didn't read it. Like I said, I'm not gonna read unless I react to it. So, without further ado, we got 1167. I think that's the last chapter I read. 1166. Oh yeah, I definitely read this chapter. Fucking Genzo, go there, bro. Hey, look like some of his scars missing. I'm saying, hey, love to see it. Big Book of Fish. Reader's request getting Nojiko scolding a cat trying to steal a book, but there is not really mad by the idea of Sanji. I'm convinced. I don't know who's sending Oda this. I'm convinced this is just Oda just capping. The niggas not sending you these requests, but you just be wanting to draw random shit while you forgot the next 50 chapter cover page. Okay, 33 years ago, 5 years after God Valley. So the last chapter I did was about God Valley. Wait, hold on. Big news, Morgan. He got the headphones. Hold on. What if he's like an apprentice for the newspaper colony? We were all freaking out that there were pirates off the coast when all of a sudden, an enormous figure appears out of the mist behind them. And so this has to be by what is that place called? It's Jaya. That's what it's called. Thief Prism impaled down. See, they don't have a place. Who is Kora Fukime? Who's Kora Fukime? So Kora Fukime is out here. All right. All right. Seafloor prison impaled down. Kaboom. The next thing I knew, the ship was in splinters. We were sunk in a matter of seconds. Yeah, by Neptunian, no, it was more like a human. And did this event take place in the Floridian Triangle? Not even close. You think there's any fish worth catching out here? Yo, this man's body is hilarious. We don't go near it. All I can say is it was a monster in human form. And that was like the Giant King in his ship. At this time, the countries of the Grand Line were abuzz with the frightening rumor, a tale of a lurking monster that struck its target, mostly pirate ships from the deeper mist out at sea. In truth, this monster was Harold. But to the people on the sea who had never seen the giant before, the experience was pure terror. As part of his sworn oath of 1,000 years atonement, Harold assisted the Navy efforts to uphold order. 1,000-year atonement. So, because the D clan reside in or Laura kind of reside in Elbaf, and also the boy century situation where we have the giant, whoever controls the giants essentially is going to be the ones who win the war. So in that case, I feel like I got that wet stuff on the side of my lip. I don't be following like that. That should be disgusting. But in that case, man, this man term is actually longer than the history of a man for One Piece. At least from Void Century to now, I should say. Meanwhile, the pirates who scattered to the wind. Wait. Okay. Meanwhile, the pirates who scattered to the winds after God Valley will grow in power over the next decade or two until they reach their primes and became the face of their era. Oh yeah. Hey man, you know what I'm saying? Older version of the JJ. Hey man, you know what I'm saying? That's not a JJK panel, but I like how they said that all of them wasn't in their prime, so it kind of puts the rest where everyone was kind of discussing about Um, why Big Mom and Kaido looked so weak during that time frame. But Newgate held supreme. All the while, as the pirates around them focused on claiming territory, and we got Shinky. I can't think of his name. But that man's a bum anyway. He got shot by the cannonball. Hold on. All right, let me see. All the pirates. Okay, got that. And one crew achieved the seemingly impossible and succeeded in circumnavigating the globe. The crew led by the king of the pirates, Gold Roger. Pickle, you gotta stay on the bed all the way. You get on the bed all the way. I wouldn't know, Pickle. Get on the bed all the way. Get on the bed all the way in the bed. I don't know, baby. That's not my toy. That's your toy. All right, baby. The world government would demonstrate. The world government assumed it would serve as a demonstration of their strength. However, the allure of his massive fortune, the One Piece, sent the world into an era of frenzied madness. To counteract the arrival of the unforeseen great era of piracy, Navy headquarters recruited over a dozen giants from various regions in the hopes of bolstering their ranks. Harold, meanwhile, who had been faithfully serving as a tool of the Navy, an ancient giant, they say, it was huge. I wanted as a slave, was given official access to the Holy Land this year. A Shallow's covenant? Indeed. You are now a trusted weapon of the Holy Knights of God, a devoted blade. It's an honor. Wait. So Harold was a Holy Knight. You are now a trusted member of the Holy Knight. So he wasn't a Holy Knight, he was a weapon of the Holy Knight. So when they need something done, they would call them before the Holy Knight come. Okay. So I guess you would I would kind of see this as Hiruzen being weaker than the Holy Knight. Not Hiruzen, Harold being weaker than the Holy Knight. The Covenant has 3 stages. The Shallows Covenant is but a mere trace of a bond. But the Depths Covenant and Abyssal Covenant are reserved for only 13 exclusive individuals. Who can enter into a contract with the true God. What is this God you speak of? If the day come, if the day should come that you are made a proper knight, then you will know the truth in the depths of the world. And is that when Elbaf will be allowed to join the government? Of course, Harold. It will be announced to the world and you will be welcome. I am grateful for this honor. I will do anything you ask of me. Man, seeing Harold Horns gone after seeing him just grow up from a teenager to now, and him just blindly following them in the hopes of achieving his dream. Because yeah, it looks like they're giving him what he wants, but in reality, they're really just taking over everything. Shangara, the Knight's Temple, Land of Gods, Holy Knight of God, Fingerling family, Saint Garland. What is the Great One thinking? Can the King of Elbaf actually take orders? Of course, your word is my command. We will call if we need you. Keep a long distance transponder snail on your person. You are free to visit the Lord well, but you will not speak a word of what goes on here. Understood. 20 years ago, I am Ryugu Kingdom. Ho ho ho, bada ha ha ha. It's been too long since I had such a good laugh, Neptune. The same, my friend, the same. We have too many troubles on our minds. First of all, I very much doubt your son is some kind of demon child. I mean, can he possibly be worse than you were? Well, when you put it that way, actually, a fortune teller told me that I would receive a daughter 4 years from now. What do you say we can betroth your Loki to my daughter? Hold on. Boy, forget it. Listen, I'm not talking about an ordinary mermaid. Supposedly, she will be born with wild, disruptive powers. In that case, it sounds like a match made in heaven. Let's have a toast to the future of my little brat and your shaggy daughter. She would not be shaggy. That's crazy. The Year Owl Library, Elbath. Of course, you can settle down here, Saul. I appreciate that. But I want to ask you something. Would you join with the educate? Would you join with the educated of Elbath and open a school here? A school, huh? Sounds nice. 15 years ago, there was a shocking incident in the sacred marriage drawer. My slaves have escaped. They've broken their cages. Get out of here. You want to spend your life in chains? Uh, Fisher Tiger? Damn it, you a knight of God? Damn, he gets stabbed? No, that's Shanks. So Shanks freed him. Broke the shackles off his neck. I left the armory unlocked. Here's how to get there. Yo. Tell Shanks. Because what's crazy is I don't really keep up with the what's going on with what other One Piece YouTubers say. I don't really keep up with the community. Like what I usually do is I watch Vontae video. Usually that's kind of the end of my One Piece rabbit hole. To be honest with you, but this is fire. I wonder what everybody else is saying once I catch up. Boom. Damn, is that gunpowder? Hurry, sister. Sandra, Sonia, someone come. They're fighting for us. We can escape this hell. Hurry, Koala. We're getting out of here. This incident, caused by the future of the Sun Pirate Fisher Tiger, was known as the ransacking of Sacred Mary Draw. Sounded like it was quite the night. We're thinking someone from our side would have opened up the armory to them, so we're looking for that right now. Put him to death. Harold, allow me to introduce you. This is Shanks. He's the younger brother of Shamrock, separated after birth. He's been through the gauntlet of the lower world, but if enter into a depth covenant, he'll be an instant boot, likely on the level of Shamrock. For the time being, we'll use him as a devoted blade of God like you. I thought the same thing with Shamrock at first, but have we met before? I don't know you. You great lumbering peon. How dare you speak to me as if we're equals? I've always had the blood of Fingerling in my veins. Mark my word, I'll be a knight before you. Oh, my mistake. Wait. And we got them side by side? Oh, yeah, this is saucy. This is saucy. Let's go, Shamrock. Tell me more about the Holy Land. I want to be the heroes who capture the one responsible for the attacks. Any clues? There's still time to do this on your own. There's still some time to do this once your wound is healed, Shanks. And so this takes place right after. I love how Oda is using the flashback of the God Valley event and builds before the God Valley and forward with the events we do know up until this point to give more context to those events because we know they happen and now we're seeing that they're happening. Yeah, I mean, this is fire. Nice success with this game. Add me on Discord. That's fire. Hold on. Okay. Bop, 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 bop. Bop. Okay, I do some things. All right, all right, all right. Let's go, Shine. Tell me more about the Holy Land. I want to be the hero who captures the one responsible for the attack. Any clues? There's still time to do this once your wound heals, Shanks. You don't know how to. You don't know how it feels to learn that you've wasted 24 years of your life. I always knew I was different from the others. Devoted blade of God, the holy knight of God. And I love how basically it kind of shows that Shanks is Shamrock's blade. That's fire. I hate everything down there. And it's a heart symbol. It's behind them. The first year fisherman village Elbab. Nope, can't help. I don't know enough about medicine. Let's call Harold and ask him to send a good doctor with proper stuff. No, no, can't. He's busy with his job. What a government connection for? If not this. Just watch. I'll get better on my own. You run the bar for me, Mato. No, not when you're sick either. You know what Harold does each time he comes home? He visits all the elders and asks to make you his true wife. Before, I prefer running that little bar. Being all those helps from far off lands makes me feel like I've been helping Harold out in my own little way. You can see like yeah, she's smiling, but you can see like she's really sick. The shading up here, the line by the lip. Yeah, yeah, and she's sweating. Hey, outside of Hag, Loki, those got some fresh meat to feed her. That bar's a nice a chill place for me to hang out at. I need it open again. He's gotten bigger, but he's still the same impudent bear. The nigga is worried about her. He said, "Hold on, bro, she's sick. Here goes some meat. Meat helps me. Meat helps me. Eat the meat, lady." That's all he said. Hey, the meat helps him. So they eat the meat. Hey, man, you're the only one who can tame that little beast. Hey, he's gotten bigger, but he's still the same improving brat inside. You're the only one who can tame the little beast. Hiruja offered his comrades searching overseas for a doctor for you. So both of your sons have a lot of love for you. You're making a big deal out of nothing. I'm just fine. That's real sweet of them, though. Bruce Village, Loki's mother's home, Elbaf. What you say? I said we don't want the outside woman becoming the queen. You agree with that, right, Loki? Gertrude, the true queen, and she's from our people. They can't take away our fortunate status. So we gave that wrench a little poison. Those ergot spores don't almost out once they've taken root. It's certain death. I remember what my mother. So these niggas really did poison her. The ergot spores won't stop once they're taking root. It's certain death. I remember what my real mother did. She cast me out of a tree into the underworld. You want fortune? You people make me sick. Edith ain't gonna die, is she? Because she's Loki's just lonely. That's all. That's all want to live with us. Loki's just lonely. That's all. Want to live with us? The only mother I ever had. Oh my god, damn, damn. Damn. This nigga Loki really got, he really choking niggas up. Like, you got my mama fucked up. This nigga Loki, nigga. This nigga Loki. Yo. I'm liking this. Again, why this nigga got the quagmire? Alright. Okay, now we got the goddamn chapter. Holy shit, I just had to do all that shit. Just something. I appreciate you. Okay, the same year 15 years ago around the world, they're saying those giants in the Navy play a crucial role once again. That's so great to hear. I used to think they were scary. Now I wish I could meet one someday. And it's crazy because you niggas think that's that way because of the Navy. Niggas, they was helping you niggas out before the God body flashback. They was building bridges to other places across the world. Is there any way to get more shipped here? Folks can't get enough of that Elbaf seafood. Yeah, I bet. The Elbaf cider is quality stuff. Too bad it's so hard to ship. So, Elbaf New World. And once our dream of being a part of the world government comes true, King Harold, I think that we should build a cruise ship so that way we can travel freely to our fellow nations, to the rest of the world. We are just a very curious minority. There are so many different people in so many different countries. They each have cultures worthy of respect. As we come into contact with them, Elbaf will gain more friends and more wisdom. Hell, my God, sneeze again. Okay. We're almost there, my countrymen. Our future is bright. Guess the warrior's business is dead. I will see through it, Ida. The Walrus School. This is thanks to you, Sal. A lot more healthy kids swinging swords. There is she. The last chapter took place. So this is 10 years after the last chapter. So that means that Ida may be gone. Yeah, he's thinking about it. So Ida's already dead. I will see it through, Ida. That's crazy. This is thanks to you, Sal. A lot more healthy kids swinging swords. There is she. Don't. It's area thinking about what you're losing, hero. I no longer think of military might as our national strength. Ida taught me everything I know. The fact that I met her is my lifelong treasure. Hey Harold, you're really changed. You see Erosion out there. When I first came here, I was terrified of all the civil war. But you changed this country bit by bit. Children studying hard. Bright and cheerful laughter. Hold on. It's like a different country completely. Ooh. Old practices, strange customs. We ought to throw out all the bad habits of our warrior past. Really, but I like warrior's pride. I think it's cool. You ought to treasure your culture. But what about the fact that you and I weren't allowed to marry? I never gotten over that. Ha. You told them you wanted to make me your true wife, didn't you? That's so sweet. You're my big sweetie. What about Loki? He'll be Hiruji's little brother. How's that? To me, that's what he always been. Just hearing that from you would keep me fed for months. But really, I don't mind. You're everyone's king, Harold. Not just mine. We're almost there, aren't we? That's right, Ida. Very soon, we'll be connected to the rest of the world, and our world will grow to be millions of times larger than before. Then we'll do what we used to do, and go traveling all over. That sounds fantastic. I can't wait. Neither can I. And then she slipped. He died like that's crazy. If that's how she goes out, that's so sad. dies with a smile on her face. Loki's in jail for killing everybody, and he's just crying. He's crying in the underworld because it's snowing, so he's in the underworld locked up. And he's down there crying for massacring the village of people who killed his mom. Bro. This be next to the core. Hold on. Bro, what is this nigga talking about? Hell nah. This shit is hilarious. I wasn't expecting no shit like that. Alright. Let me lock in. Okay, 14 years ago, Sacred Mirror dropped. Shanks has gone missing, yes, and once his current mission was complete, he was back on track to being a full-fledged knight. As his means of backup, this means you have a golden opportunity. Will you take it? Of course. I want to join the God Knight. It means that Elbaf will be allowed to join the government. Congratulations, the Great One trusts you. What a long haul it's been. And now you will be known as a king who's changed Elbaf history forever. Actually, on the day that Elbaf is entered into the world government, I plan to abdicate the throne. Someone younger and purer deserves to be our new king. That is for Mu to decide. And he's on the throne. Why is someone sitting on an empty throne? Come closer. I have been watching the Herald. Doom. Because Oda don't often use doom to describe an effect. This is like Eston to his being. This strength. So now the abyssal one has the horns of the devil. It's rippling through me. It's almost frightening. And now he is immortal. It chills the spine. He's even more than a monster. At this point, he's a weapon. Now. And that's how they treated him. They didn't treat him like he was one of them. They treated him like he was a weapon. Now at long last, thou art an undying knight in service of Mu. Undying? It doesn't feel real. Thou wouldst create an abyss on Elbaf. That will be thy bond to us. And that's where we get the symbol in the throne room. And when thou hast complete thy final duty after that, let's have a toast. After that. When thou hast completed thy final duty after that. So it's something in that conversation that's going to be relevant later that we don't get to see now. Let's have a toast. Thy wish will be granted. Welcome home. Elbaf will be welcomed among the world government member nations. King Harold, Arus Castle. What did you say? Oh, great move. Use thy entire country to form an army of warriors. Thou will build a giant fleet to rival the navy and act for the benefit of the world. That is thy... Wait, no, stop. I have been doing all of this to help Elbaf escape the cycle of fighting. Of course, I have intended to allow those who wish to enlist in the Navy to do so, but not like this. Who is His Majesty talking to in there? Thou saidst history would be atoned for. Thou saidst thou wouldst be a slave. Yes, but only myself. History is not so light that it can be shouldered by thee alone. Do not speak back. Thou canst disobey me. Those who have accepted the depths covenant are given immortality and strength, but must obey orders in return. Huh? Thou think what thou wilt. I will have my way. I can't stop. I'm being controlled and Elbaf with me. It was never an intent to bring us in the circle of the world. Damn you, Emu. Guards, to arms. What are you planning? To make the warriors of Elbaf your slaves? What is this, your majesty? Is someone in here? Bring chains. Tie me to this pillar. Huh? Act quickly. Call Chief Harul and my sons. I'm pretty sure Hirujian is out to sea right now, and Loki, Prince Loki is still in the cell for that thing he did. I cannot resist. What's the matter, your majesty? Just release him. Underworld holding cell. You're free, Loki. Report to Arus Castle immediately. The king calls for you. Harul house. Urgently. Just a moment. What could it be? But now, let us return to the story. On this day, there was a terrible massacre inside the castle, and the most beloved ruler in the history of Elbaf, King Harold, perished. Hold on, I gotta talk to him. Let me see if Yos is here. Yos, why they give this nigga Harold the sauce, G? That didn't make this nigga backstory decent as hell. Hell no. Definitely thought that shit was gonna be an ad. Nah, this shit's hitting. Okay, let me go back to the chapter. Okay, we're on the next chapter now. Oh, I love this cover page. Are the Rocks Pirates? That's so fire. 14 years ago, such world Elbaf. Some world Elbaf. The Bond's house. What? Captain Rogers had a son? Apparently so. That's what Garp told me, at least. I'm amazed that he survived the Navy search stand. Well, in that case, I guess he's like a little brother to me. You're not wrong about that. You and Bucky were our sons. If he got Captain Rogers' blood, then I'll guess he'll be the next generation king of pirates. Hey, it ain't a hereditary position. Sometimes, with the greatest expectations placed on them, fail to achieve that greatness. Think so? It's what makes life so fun and unpredictable. Meanwhile, the fateful scene at Elbaf's Rust Castle. Oh God. Oh no, Loki. Prince Loki has returned. Harul is here as well. Outside of the royal chamber, why did he, your majesty? He was coming to chain you up like you said. Why did I cut my guard down like that? It was like my body moved on its own. Was this to fulfill Emu's order to eliminate those who would stop me? Am I incapable of fighting back? Can those orders even alter my very thoughts for the rest of my life? As long as I continue to live, my presence will only make this country worse. My body is a blight upon this safety. It was a waste. It was all for nothing. 144 years of life down the drain. My death cannot come soon enough. Quickly kill me. I refuse to let Elbaf be enslaved. Hurry before it's all taken over. What are you doing, your majesty? Hey, Pop. I'm back. What's going on here, Harold? And then he's growing horns. How can it be? I truly am immortal. Oh, okay, that's his mustache. I'm like, he's growing horns? I can feel my body recovering. Stop it. Run for your lives, men. And they all stab him. What can I do to die? Someone help. And now he's experiencing the same thing. What's crazy is he's experiencing the same thing that Rox was experiencing before he died. So basically, Harold and I have signed the shallowest of the covenant. with this great one in Meridois. Even with just this shallow covenant, we can't resist as long as we're within that freak's range. What in our power. But once we were out of the Holy Land, we finally had the chance to talk openly. I knew it. You are from the red hair pirates. Harold was delighted about the deal he made to get Elbaf added to the government once he was in the Knights of God. But to do that, he has to sign the next level of the covenant. Is that something bad? Through the covenant, the Holy Knight of God gains superhuman strength and an undying body, as well as the ability to regenerate an abyss, a means of traveling long distance. But in exchange, no matter where you are, you cannot defy the orders of the Great One, whose voice will reach you at any range. So if he agrees to the covenant, Harold will be forced to do what those people say. Knowing how greedy they are, I can't imagine they would keep their word and give him what they promised. I don't think Harold should join the and then it's a blast of hockey. Hold on a second, Dad. What am I supposed to react to first? The fact that you haven't died with all those wounds? Or the fact that you're trying to kill me in the castle guards? Where's this monster strength coming from? What happened to Harold? Come back to your senses. Guards, to the royal chambers. Help stop the king. He's been taken by madness. Are they fighting him? Hurry. It must be a damn Loki. Save the king. Explain yourself, Harold. What happened? And they're trying their best to hold him down. Chief Rule, I made a terrible mistake. Very soon, I truly will lose my mind. Listen closely, Loki. Do as I say. I want you to tell the people of Elbaf exactly what happened here today. That I killed my own guards. That I used joining the royal government as an excuse to do their dirty bidding. Ultimately, they lied to me and look at me now. I am about to hand over the people of Elbaf to the government to be their slaves in battle. What do you mean? They are tricked? What do you mean they tricked you? They never had any intentions of honoring my request. Your Majesty, keep a rule. Be the treasure at Elbaf to Loki. What? With the power of God, I will be unstoppable. Elbaf being enslaved by the government is the very antithesis of my dream. That makes me the worst king in history of Elbaf. So you must kill me. Take the throne, Loki. Tell the people what a fool king I was. Kill me and be a hero. And once I'm dead, my reputation means nothing to me. All that matters is Elbaf's future. Am I wrong? You really do this for? Please, Loki. You're the only one who could do it. He slashes through everybody, and you can see his pupils are dilated. He's not in control of himself anymore. Now he's just growling. There are criminals within the castle, Your Majesty. You killed them all. And he sliced through his neck. You're not the real King Harold. But I am Harold, and I am now a vassal of the Great One. Flashes through him. Oh. No one shall escape to tell the tale of what happened here. Hurry, run. I will give this country over to Emu. Hurry, Loki. Why do I have to eat some devil fruit? Then I won't be able to swim anymore. What's got into him? He's like a totally different person. Don't you dare eat it, Loki. That fruit belongs to me. You just told me to eat it. If you eat that fruit, it will be the end of the world, Harold. Do it, Loki. Make sure Harold doesn't eat the fruit. He throws the sword into Harold's head. You gave me that blade years ago, Harold. Now you can have it back. I'll eat that fruit and take Ragnar for myself. You cannot have it. Whoa, slice through him. It's Gaban. Harold, what happened to you? The helmet saved my life. Please stop Harold. Don't let him go after Loki, huh? Based on what you said, it looks like the worst case scenario has come to pass. Harold, look around you. Come to your senses. Shanks, this undying body is a wonderful thing. I feel superior to all other life. Damn it. Is there any way to break the control over him? This is the storied relic of Elbaf, the forbidden devil fruit. Nigga, is that a hammer? What did that? To be continued. Okay, now we on 1170. And I don't know if I want to make. I guess I can have these come out like back to back as I catch up. Yeah, I'll probably have these come out back to back. This will be the last chapter we cover here. Contrary. Jim at the station working for the eel railroad, giving passengers eel bentos for lunch by 420 land. Hey, man. I don't know who this nigga Jimbei up for. Nigga said 420 land. This is the last chapter. Gonna finish this last chapter. Okay. The hammer swings out, tries to hit bastard. Who threw this hammer at me? Come out and show yourself. I know they're in here, but I might as well get that devil fruit now. Oh wow, it's bearing weight, and then it had like this negative, this maleficent intent. I said maleficent. Hell nah. Malignant intent. Breaks the floor so he doesn't go in there. You gotta be kidding me. There's no way it's that heavy. Is this castle falling apart or something? Oof. You waste your time, Loki. That devil fruit is a national treasure. It has lain dormant for centuries, not because no one chose to eat it, but because no one could eat it. Not a single one of them was chosen by Ragnar. But with the strength I possess now, cuts this nigga leg off. This man Oda is using immortality to do body horror. He suffers immense pain from his wounds, and the recovery effect is drastically slowed down. Give him enough consecutive hits, and we can manage to knock him out. Commission. If these guys have any weaknesses against those of us who can infuse our attacks with the color of the Supreme King, the bond. You really dare make an enemy out of me? Of course I do. I can't let you roam free in this state of madness. How do you know the weakness of the gods, Gaban? They came after us several times trying to take you back. We know you have a child with red hair. He must be the son of our commander. Hand the boy over. Each time they did, we beat them black and blue. Now that you mention it, it seems that Summer's guy saying something like that. Just some fond memories of the distant past. I was surprised to learn that there was a proper combat force. Hold on. I was surprised that they learned there was a proper combat force in the Holy Land. Though, I assume those celestial dragons were all chumps. Yeah, they hardly ever come down to our world. They really believe they're gods. Makes me shiver to think of the life I might have had. We call that fate. I want to save Harold somehow, Gaban. Yeah, but you were the one who taught me about the despair of what it means to become a knight of the god. Seems like Loki's our only hope. I keep telling you, get out of my way. The hammer's tired, Loki's tired. Does this mean you're supposed to be the guardian of the national treasure? How does that hammer move on its own? What's the deal anyway? Just give it a rest. And he breaks his hammer on Ragnar. My hammer. And Ragnar's a squirrel. It's hell nah. Hell nah. Kind of like what is the name of the squirrel that takes care of Idrisil? Ratatosker? Kind of like Ratatosker? Be gone. How do we end this fight? We got Supreme King's hockey too. That's a first. Guards, find a way to hold Harold back. You must not let Harold have the devil fruit. And he's wobbling over. Okay, let's see if I can see how that devil fruit looks in Loki's palm. Small as fruit. And then he starts shifting into a big, huge monster. Kitty, 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 kitty. Show me that legendary power. So you ate it, Loki. Then show me that legendary power. He smacks that nigga away. I knew it. Loki, you possess the blood of the Supreme King. He's holding his hammer and conquers. Hey, are you back to your senses or only for the moment? Don't be mistaken. Look around us. There's no undoing what I've already done. But you're being controlled. Not exactly. I suspect that my very thoughts are being influenced by someone else. I begin to think of myself as a god. I know that you would do an admirable job of putting aircraft in your wake. Make sure you get along with your brother. And then you see Shanks right there crying. Just so you know, you're scum of the earth. Forcing your son to end your own life? Even the lowest excuse for a father wouldn't do that. There's one other thing I forgot to say. Thank you for what you did for Ida. Why? Burning down the brewer's village won't bring her back, but I'm grateful that you felt that way. Hurry now before the control takes over again. I'll never forgive you for this. How dare you force me to do your dirty work? I love you too, son. Damn! Loki, my son. He shatters him to pieces. And so if they have their human, if they have their human ego, it turns off the immortality effect. Okay, all that matters is Elbaf's future. Yeah, this shit's hitting. This shit's hitting. This is one peak right here. This is one peak right here. I can't cap with you. This is. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do part 2 probably tomorrow. We'll upload tomorrow. If I feel like reacting to it again today, then I'll be doing more chapters today because I want to do my catch up in 3 parts, so that way I can catch up to the most recent chapter by this Thursday. I'm not gonna be able to catch up to it by this Thursday. Hey man, y'all may get it Friday then, but nonetheless, I'm gonna be caught up to One Piece by this week for sure. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, we got more One Piece again. I'm out. Well, I'm not out per se, but let me see what phone I'm on. I know broski, I go to work in a minute. Yo, family. Then why the fuck do I gotta sneeze for? I gotta dust this motherfucker. No way in hell I gotta sneeze this guy. Yeah, that nigga Loki, definitely true. You know what? Rack. Okay, yeah, I just want to read some more. Hold on, let me catch up with shit. I was gonna do it later. Fuck it, we gonna do it now. Ragnar. I had a terrible vision, plain as day, of Harold venturing forth from this castle and laying waste to the world until it was nothing but ruins. It's hard to imagine with the way his wounds healed themselves that there was actually a means to stop him. Does the treasure ever really have such power, Harul? Not that I've heard, but it chills my spine to think what might have happened had Loki not been here. Once I am in the Knights of God, Dawn will come to Airbath. Speak your desire, whatever it is, you shall have it. You've been so deprived, my poor son. Those miserable fools are not people. Forget what happened in the lower world. Shanks, hey Shanks, no, stop it. Nigga, what are you trying to rip off your arm like a goddamn trapped coyote, nigga? That's your bad habit again. Don't you dare regret your birth. But why did Harold have to die? He was too pure-hearted to deserve that. If only Al. It's not your fault, and you know it. This is what he gets. You still have a role to play, Shanks. I guarantee it. Everyone's life has meaning. But you have to keep a level head. It's a cruel joke. But loving this country, That was an exceedingly rare ancient giant warrior, even given even greater power in an immortal body. That was nothing short of a monster, and thou sayest it was killed by whom? What is an Elbaf? We shall have it investigated. Herald's abyss. Elbaf remains intact. Enough. It will only be the death of more knights. Performing the covenant inflict a great cost upon Mu. Well, he's weakened. Herald chose to debase himself before humankind, to connect his country to other lands and peoples. This made him a heretic. His are a tribe of warriors whose every drop of blood calls out for battle. Carelessly incorporating them into the government will lead to internal collapse. An ancient giant king of Elbaf who agrees to the covenant is a gift to Mu, the likes of which shall not be seen again. He was a king that Elbaf never should have had, and see what came of it. History does not lie. Our kind are incompatible. Never forget that Elbaf is D. Loki, this news will lead to great unrest in the kingdom. I'm going out to sea, Gramps. Take all the surviving guards with me. And what of Herald's wishes? Tell the people of Elbaf exactly what happened here. You know I can't tell them. Listen closely. Don't speak a word of what happened here to anyone. Do you understand who they'll blame for it? How's that any different than usual? Do you really see a future where I become a king and carry on my old man's ideals? But there are other ways I can live up to him. I'll take the power I have and avenge my dad and his soldiers. Now you're talking nonsense, Loki. The government is a colossal organization. It's a task far beyond anything you can imagine. A disaster, misfortune. A rust castle has been attacked, Your Majesty. So I sail right off. I'm sure by the time you return home, Hirugen, I've been fully transformed into Loki the Father Slayer in public eye. I certainly did enough to convince them. Wow, I can't talk. I certainly did enough to convince them what I was capable of. However, I'm not so far gone that I celebrate killing my own dad. I just didn't want everything he did to be undone. Because of what happened in the end, or do you think I should have told the country everything? It's all true, Hirugen. Do you get it now? I didn't want to have to dredge this all back up. I now understand why her rule argued for your clemency and continued to protect you. In short, father chose death over the manipulation of the world government. And ever since then, the government has been Elbaf's enemy. How did they manipulate him like that? As a matter of fact, these newly arrived holy knights of God play a pivotal role of Herald's story, but Loki still doesn't know exactly what happened to Herald in the Holy Land. If you need more details, I can explain. That won't be necessary for now, Mr. Ya. I don't need a reason to protect my homeland. If we see eye to eye about anything, Loki, it's a love for our father. Allow me to apologize for that, if nothing else. Now fight with me, for Elbaf's sake. Yeah, way to go, Loki. Now you can fight. Damn, the nightmare dropped down there. Where did it come from? Is that a Draupnir? But those aren't real. Sound like the perfect warm-up. You can go on. Sound like the perfect warm-up. You can go on ahead. I can fire up. What is that? What's going on up there? Make it snappy, Hirugen. That's it. That's what's raging above. There's a whole bunch of them. But only for this one thing. All of your many other crimes still count. Just shut up and go. No one asked you to say all of this. Hey Loki, we used to think you were a real bastard who killed his own father. Bro, this is amazing. I can move freely. I'm free. Hey ship doctor, I appreciate your help, but I'm concerned about my son. Oh right, sure. Nice and gentle, Sanji. Yeah, I know. Weren't you going to stay here? What are you doing up here? I want to see how you fight. Alright then, show off your power, Ragnar. And then he breaks that nigga? Is that Ice Nibelheim? What? Bro, this nigga got ice powers? Okay, they're going up. Our phone numbers is 3, and their mission is to kidnap 10 giant children. They mean to take the giant to the Holy Land and make them hostages to coerce the warriors of Elbaf into being their battle slaves. How can a mere trio of humans run rapid over both the giant pirates and Mr. Ya? I'm sorry, I failed your plan in simple. You say children, but these are giants, right? How are 3 humans our size going to carry these giant kids? The woman of the trio uses a strange power using arrows. It seems that wherever the arrows point, the children are helpless to resist them. They are carelessly walking towards the point in the Western village. If they get on that boat, they can lose us at sea and then it's all over. That's the true end point of the situation. But if that's all, then can we not simply take the children back? One of the 3 men is named Summers. I know him, unfortunately. A man with the power of the thorn fruit. As a thorn man, he can make free use of vicious spiky vines. He can make them invisible too, and has them wrapped around the children. And that means he can't pick them up. That means we can't pick them up. Can't even talk. That means we can't pick them up. How sadistic. And they're as hard as steel. If we interfere with them, with the line of children, they bump into each other and harm one another like hedgehogs. On top of that, the final member of the trio is most likely manifesting nightmares as real creatures. The children's fears have come to life to prevent any attempts to save them. The irony is the children are simply walking in a line in broad daylight, but we're unable to do things to help them, all due to the game created by 3 powers working together. Not so, we will save them. Seems quicker to aim for the 3 causing all the problems. You say they're immortals, but there has to be a way to stop them, like trapping them in something, or crushing them, or eating them. Yes, I agree with that. We're nearly up to the sun realm. And folks locked in. He was asking dumbass questions like, we can eat them niggas. Locked in right there, huh? And it's a big ass dragon. It's beyond anything I imagined. There's no limit to nightmare monsters. And we got Dark Soul Soldier right there. Huh? Is that the great Eric? Dory and Broggy was aboard. During Broggy's crew was on board, but the monsters downed the ship as they fought back. Unthinkable. Is that Hirujan? Kashi, you're alive. We've been down in the underworld. Tell us what happened. It's hard to believe. I'll try to explain. Captains Dory and Broggy are going to kill Chief and Rule. You have to stop them. They're gone completely mad. And what about the children? Kashi. Ripley got a group chasing after them, but we haven't had any success about. We haven't had any word about success or not. They should have reached the port by now. And you, Roto? What about me? Yorn's there. I have to go. My brother is one of the hostages. Roto. I'll go with him. Yeah, me too. Hey, Kashi. Which way is the school? Apparently Nami's group is near it. You see that fire? That's the school library burning. Why are they on fire? You say that Dory and Brock have gone mad. That's right. Please, you must hurry. Chief and Rule is in danger. So we got Saul right there knocked out. The burning library. The Straw Hats. Gunko in the middle of the forest. Walrus School and Owl Library. By the library, the Straw Hat Crew. The library's burning. Top is still not back, and Brook got some kind of idea in his head and ran off. They're taking the children. Get the arrows off of me. Get these arrows off of me. Damn it. I never wanted to see Master Dorian Broggy like that. Kill Harul. Under the power of Domini Reversi, the giant pirates head for the western village. Rescue team, we're coming for you, kids. Get those monsters out of the way. The children are hostages. We're gonna be at the port soon, and then don't whine. You're warriors of Elbaf, but we're not warriors. The western village, it's time to flee. Chief Harul. There's no reasoning with Captain Dorian and Captain Brocky right now. I will stay. I have something to say to Elbaf. No, you should flee if you wish. This nigga think he whitebeard. Hear me, Elbaf. I wish to tell you everything before I die. Is that Chief Harul? Our old liege, wise King Harold, wished to bring Elbaf into the world government, so that we might coexist with the rest of the world. But on that fateful day 14 years ago, he was betrayed and denied his wish. Chief Harul. I witnessed the demon slaughter Harold and the rest of his soldiers. Harold resists bending the knee and handing over Elbaf to the demon. He fought and died. Well, I thought Loki killed the king. But if the people learned the truth, they would rise up in vengeance and become the warfare nation that Harold did not desire. So I held my silence. Loki meanwhile bore the rage of the nation upon his back and took to sea. He may be a tactless man, but Loki is innocent. A bit inaccurate, but a nice turn of phrase. Nicer than he deserves. What? But today it seems that though they had given up initially, they once required. Shit. Let me go blow my nose. Okay. But today, since they had given up initially, they once again require our massive power, and thus 3 demons have come back in an attempt to take over our country. Listen up, you devils. If you spare the children's lives, we will free to give up our culture and history. But if you think you've broken our spirit, you are sorely mistaken. Do not expect Harold's patience from us. I could take a nap and still complete the mission at this point. I'm sorry, children. I must ask you to cover your ears now. That's right, Harul. Tell them. The Elbaf I dreamed of doesn't bow to anyone. You think you can rule over us and enslave us? Who do you think you're talking to? If the world is destined to be split in two, as the Harley prophecy suggests, then Elbaf shall be an enemy to the world government. Harley's prophecy. So that would be kind of like I just joined and I got L ads. How you been? Hey man, you know what I'm saying? I'm chilling, son. How you feeling, fam? You good? Hold on. My dog pulled up with the, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, I don't got them bitches no more. Hold on. I've been still reading One Piece. I've been on the wrong thing this entire time. Hey man. It be like that. I don't got those things no more. My computer had reset, so hey man, I don't got that shit. I still got the Elgato, but I don't got the files no more for. Let me see. Then Elbaf shall be an enemy to the world government. Do you think that Thorns Reversi and you think Thorns Reversi and Illusions will cause us to submit to your yoke? I like that old man. 3 centuries ago, he was the strongest man on the sea. Hey man, hey, Herul was talking his shit. I can't even cap. We will never give in to your rule. Am I wrong? All of you, proud warriors of Elbaf. You're damn right, Chief Herul. Oh, this nigga is enamored by Elbaf and still refused to train his hockey. Go ahead, Usopp. Fine. You think of a way to undo these arrows. Protect the peace that Herald envisioned. And we got Dory and Brock right there. We've caught up. Watch out. They don't trap you between them. I've got a plan. Okay, the warrior generation. Kill Herul. Dory and Bragu, what has become of you? Herul got the little two-pick sword. What do you speak of, Roanoa Zora? First, I need you to tell me if it's okay to cut him into pieces. Nigga, what? Nigga, this is how, nigga, what? Nigga, this is your plan? Nigga, I should have known you ain't had no plan. I bet niggas was speculating for a week. Oh, this Zora's gonna do this. Y'all got the wrong nigga gang. Can I cut these niggas? That's a good question. They're all members of the Giant's pirate crew. Protecting Chief Heru's life is our top priority, but ideally we don't want to harm vaunted warriors who've earned our respect. Is that Herul and Stanson? They spotted us. Remember, don't get sandwiched. So have you boys managed to unite all of Giant Kind yet? I'm guessing the answer is no. Go right ahead, Zoro. Go right ahead. Nigga said, yeah, fuck it. Cut the niggas. I hear you, brothers. Jumped off that nigga's shoulder. And they can't sound you if you're overhead, huh? Yeah, clever. Deflect them from the side, Stanson. You get it, Herul. Jumped over their head. Hop. He's above. A little puny humans. 3 sword style. Secret art. Crossing the 6 paths. Secret art. Okay, nigga. Well done, Roanoa. You got Zoro. Dory. Huh? Froggy. Whoa, gotta move. And try to catch him in between both of the slashes. He cuts the move. Dory, Broggy, captains. And push. Brook, route 8. And push. And push. Princess Shuri, is that you, Princess Shuri? No, of course not. I know you can't be her. But you look so alike, it reminds me of her. And I couldn't help but check just in case. But even if you're not the same person, you must be blood relatives, yes? If she were still alive, she'd be nearly 80 years old after all. And she certainly wouldn't recognize me 9 instead I'm in now. But your face, your blue hair, your mismatched eyes, the Holy Land, and your love for my music, all of it aligns perfectly, doesn't it, Princess Shuri? I never wanted to think of you again for the rest of my life. Nigga said that's Brook Doris. He said, nigga, fuck them children. Nigga, fuck them kids. Nigga, to think of you again for the rest of my life. Not the father killing princess. The life you stole away belonged to the man whom I owe everything. Gunko, is thy memory coming back? Run, Brook. Shoots the arrow at him. Huh? What's the wobbling rope? Free at last. Gunko, Brook, how darest thou? And then regains control of her with Conqueror's Haku bump. Yeah, it's tightened up again. Hey, what was that just now? What do you mean, run? Don't you realize I came to finish what I started? Who in the world are you? Shut thy mouth. What are thee to Gunko? Wait. What I like is that this nigga really pulled out a shield. Hey, man. Hey, man, straight Dark Souls build right here, man. This is all Dark Souls right here. Usopp Route 8. Yes, I'm free. I feel like my mental power did that. Why did they go slack for just a moment? Robin tied up with something else. We got to get you out. Don't worry about me. Just save the children, Nami. The western village has gone too far, and even she might not make it in time. Oh, Nami. That's Sanji. Sanji's gonna make it in time. Yeah, ha ha ha. Walk, you brats. The goal is just ahead. I bet you're one of the demons she talked about. Well, you're gonna regret it. Elbaf's really strong. We know that's we know that. It's why we're using you. Shut up, untie these thorn ropes. I hear you're Gabon's son. Yeah, let's go. Or at least fight us fair and square. Yeah, haha, you're funny. It's too late, kids. Look over there, it's the port and ship. Take a good look at your homeland. It's the last time you'll ever see it. What? No, I want to see my mommy and daddy. I won't get to see my mommy and daddy anymore. Hell, don't take us away. Hello, Great One, Killingham. I've almost completed the mission. I want to get out of here as soon as possible. Anything else we need to do? Cullen, Yuva, Alva, Olaf, Yilaf, Yuva, and Cullen. Hey, what are those sleep tears doing? They're supposed to be keeping giants occupied. Mama, it's our parents, and Grandpa Emio. Oimo. Oh, look out, from above. It's Nika, the god of destruction. Mama, you call that Nika? Don't play games with us. We're the warriors generation. Yeah, that Nika was trash, gang. They're so strong. Look over there. That's where the kids are. Too late if we run. Here we go, Goldberg. Ready? Set. Double general. Wait, I can join in too? I'll come save you, my little brother. Triple general. Goku sovereignty. Nigga said, hold on, wait a minute, G. It's not just y'all, G. I want some of that, G. This is for my little bro. Bro, hey, are you trying to flatten me? And they fucked up the ship. The ship. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I feel like this is like a good stopping place for this. Dope.